So before we begin, we must do a deep dive. A very deep dive into this. Just this amazing piece of work that is this game. I have been analyzing and dissecting this clip for the last day or so, and there are just some things about it we need to discuss. First of all, this is us as blue against the AI as orange. They're attacking us. We have 4 green dragons in the town. They move first turn, hit with the liches, then send their vampire lords in to hit the green dragons. We followed that up by using Cold Ray on the vampires. Bear in mind that the vampire lords are right there. Right there. I don't know what that means, Uncle Jonathan, but they're right there. Just remember that. We did 40 damage to them. But that's not what's important here. So they got hit. We move our green dragons up, and we kill the vampire lords. So the vampire lords are dead. They're done. They're gone. They're literally dust in the wind. What comes next is the pinnacle of game design. The AI is going to send their skeletons forward. Then they're going to attack with the bone dragons. When they do, we retaliate. And because we have 4 green dragons, thank you for the host, Pudik, the bone dragon dies and lies in rest on top of the fallen vampire lords. Yes, indeed. The AI retaliates by sending the vampires to the same tile that the vampire lords were in. And of course, there's no retaliation, so that is it. The catapult goes off, it almost destroys the wall. Stone Skin is cast on the liches, and they hit the green dragons. Now it's our turn. The green dragons. The towers are going to hit, because it's the green dragon's turn. So the one tower hits. Great. Lovely. It hit the lich. Our green dragon, of course, one-shots the vampires. So we now have vampires, then bone dragons, then vampire lords, all dead on top of each other. And so far you're probably saying, well, Ramsrock, what the fuck am I watching right now? Why is this an important video for me to see with my life? Why are you not playing the next map? You only have 25 to go after all. Well, well. What comes next? So the skeletons move forward at the end of the turn. The liches go next, and the AI animates its dead. And one bone dragon has risen from the dead. You can tell it's risen, not because the bone dragon's there. No, no, no. You can tell it's risen because the corpse is no longer there. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. The bone dragon is alive. Right now, in fact. And the AI is about to hit my dragon with its lich. And in doing so, it should be hitting its own... it should be hitting its own bone dragon. But it doesn't! Ladies and gentlemen, it does not hit its own bone dragon. It only hits my green dragons. Who are wondering who let the stank out. So then the green dragons get their turn, and the shot is fired. And again, you can tell the bone dragons are there. They have to be there. Look! There's a shadow! Would there be a shadow if there were no green dragons there? No, siree. So the tower hits the lich. We can see... Hold on. We can see that the bone dragon is there. We hover over it. Oh, hold on. We hover over it. There is your bone dragon. And you may be saying, but Rams, the bone dragon is missing 25 HP. Clearly that means that the bone dragon was hit by the liches when they were attacked. But ladies and gentlemen, hold the phone! The lich only did 9 damage! Where did the other 25 come from? These are the questions we must ask ourselves! Yeah, but you didn't think about that! But we play on. We play on. The game hasn't crashed. Things must be operating as normal. Things are okay. Our captain wields his mighty cold ray. Oh, it gets better, Uncle Jonathan, it gets better. The captain is about to wield his mighty cold ray and smite the skeletons, who survive with one. And because there are no bone dragons there, our green dragons say, okie dokie, artichokes, we're gonna go kill the lich. Thus, guaranteeing that we get the first move of the next turn. Because our green dragons are average. They're gonna go kill the lich. The lich was the only unit faster. Even if the bone dragons are there, which they are, they're only speed average. The skeletons are speed average, which means that on the next turn, the last average speed unit to go, the last average speed unit to go will go first, which is our green dragon stack, meaning that all we'll have to do is kill the skeletons, right? Right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Heroes 2. Our green dragons go and smite the liches, of course. And then they smite the skeletons. They smite the skeletons. At this point in time, there are no enemy units visible alive on the map. None at all. But of course, we know there is a bone dragon there. We've seen it. It has 125 HP. So of course, when we get our turn first, because we are going to get the turn first, surely what's going to happen is that this handy-dandy tower here is going to shoot that bone dragon stack, even though it's invisible, and damage it, right? Right? Wrong! The tower does nothing! The tower just straight up doesn't shoot! It doesn't do anything! There is an enemy unit alive! It is our turn in the siege! It is a new round! And our tower does not shoot! The green dragons get bad morale! And what comes next? Well, ladies and gentlemen, surely what's going to happen is the AI is going to attack with its invisible stack of bone dragons, and clearly what's going to happen is our green dragons will melt the invisible dragons away, and will still win the fight. There's no possible way the AI can come back. They only have one bone dragon. We have 4 green dragons. But this AI, this motherfucking 3969 IQ AI. No units! What the fuck is this? Animates the 3 vampires from the dead. Ladies and gentlemen, Yin and Yang can't even explain this bullshit. Not the vampire lords. It knew to resurrect the vampires. Remember though, underneath those vampires are the vampire lords. And on that stack at this very moment is an invisible bone dragon. It's resurrecting a unit underneath of an invisible unit. What if we had a meat kick inside of a meat kick with a unit inside of a unit? But the bone dragon's still there! So the AI has now successfully resurrected a vampire stack. There are 3 vampires, just chillin' right there. And only 3 vampires. Surely we are not about to see any bone dragons. There can't be bone dragons, because there's a vampire stack standing there. Psych! That's the wrong number! It's really a bone dragon! Super Hot Fire couldn't even predict this shit! From inside the ashes of the 3 vampires, 1 bone dragon comes flying in! And at this time, there are no vampires there! There are only the corpses of the vampire lords! Of course, the bone dragon comes and hits, and it dies. Once again. It's not even invisible. But out of the blue comes Dracula! Straight out of another dimension! It's like he was hiding underneath an invisibility cloak the entire time! And Dracula, yes, our 3 famous Draculas fly in and smite the green dragon. with a hit. Now, bear in mind, through all of this, our tower did not shoot. So in theory, the tower, of course, should have shot twice. And why should the tower have shot twice? Because the Green Dragons got low morale. Because I know your first response is going to be, Rams, your Green Dragons got bad morale. That's why the tower didn't shoot before. But no! Because if they got bad morale, what happens in this game if you don't get the towers to shoot, in case, say, your entire stack is blinded and all the enemies inside the castle are blinded? Oh, no! The towers will still shoot at the end of the round! But that didn't happen here! What happened was a brand new round starts! And the garrison shoots the vampires. Not once! But twice. Even though only one arrow came out of the tower. Only one arrow comes out of the tower! But you may say, but Rams, I saw 2 arrows there next to the vampire! Well, let us slow this down. Let us slow this down to half speed. 1 arrow. Oh, did you miss it? Did you miss it? Or I'll slow it down to 0.25 times speed. How the dragons get bad morale anyway? Because the invisible ghost dragons gave them -1 morale. And that -1 morale was enough to undo the +1 morale of just having all units of the same type! Exactly, babe! You're not wrong! Alright, 0.25 times speed. You'll see 1 tower come out. But the other tower does not! Apparently 1 - 1 does equal -1, Lincoln! You were right the whole time! 1 arrow. But 2 damage. 1 arrow. 2 damage. Ouchie ouch. Ladies and gentlemen, Heroes 2. Heroes 2 is the peak of game design. That's wrong. With 1 unit, there is a bonus. I will prove it when I start the stream tonight. This is truly the greatest game of our time. There is no touching the glory that is Heroes of Might and Magic 2. This is the greatest game of our age. And upon further conclusion, I submit to you, Alien.